Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox. Today we are taking a look through the past with a dive into every Shrek game on the original Xbox. Shrek released in 2001 and was a cultural phenomenon, captivating audiences with its unique take on fairy tales, a stellar voice cast, and great animation. As a kid, I couldn't get enough of Shrek. While Shrek games flooded various platforms, the original Xbox saw 4 titles spread out across its lifespan. Today, we're diving into the timeline of Shrek games, reliving the era when the swamp-dwelling ogre dominated pop culture. And today, we're only talking about games that are based off of the Shrek franchise and not any games where Shrek made an appearance. Join me on this journey as we play and rank these Shrek games, exploring their impact and determining which one stands out as the ultimate Shrek experience. The first Shrek game on the Xbox was Shrek, released on November 15th, 2001, and served as a launch title for the original Xbox. It was exclusive for a little bit, but it did get a GameCube port later. It was published by TDK Mediactive and developed by DICE, the team known for creating the Battlefield games today. This game acts as a direct sequel to the movie, deviating from its plot to focus on Shrek reclaiming his swamp and performing heroic deeds around the kingdom. However, the plot is disappointingly light and doesn't go much further than my plot synopsis, and it's all conveyed through simplistic storybook pages, which is like in the movie, but here there's not many cutscenes at all. I just really wish they went for immersing players in the movie's narrative instead of doing a weak sequel. Diving into the gameplay, Shrek adopts the structure of a typical 3D platformer of the time, kind of like Super Mario 64, where players traverse distinct worlds to complete a checklist of tasks and unlock more levels. Unfortunately, my time with this game was marred by several issues that hindered my overall enjoyment. Shrek's movements are unnaturally fast, causing camera angles to become disorienting. It makes it so it's not even fun to move. Shrek's abilities include farting and burping, and it leaves gas behind that could be ignited. You also get a punch, throw, and a unique wall bouncing move instead of a double jump. While the concept for this wall bounce is interesting, Shrek's rapid movement makes precise jumps challenging, resulting in frustrating controls. It felt like my wall jumps were unpredictable and would send me flying every which way. Graphically, the game attempts to push the console's capabilities with commendable lighting and a decent model for Shrek given the era. However, my primary concern lies in the level design, which feels empty, plain, and lacking in detail. There's so much empty space in these levels, and it's uninteresting. Goals within these levels are repetitive and uninteresting as well, often involving mundane tasks like picking up objects or collecting items. And you do these types of goals over and over again. The combination of obtuse controls, uninspiring level design, and monotonous goals makes Shrek a disappointing start to the ogre's gaming adventures on the Xbox. I hate being so negative, but I really did not enjoy my time with this one. For now, let's place Shrek in the middle of the ranking, though I anticipate it may not hold its ground later. Almost a year later, on November 14th, 2002, the Xbox got Shrek Super Party, also available on PS2 and GameCube. It was published by TDK Mediactive and developed by Mass Media. Super Party is a party game reminiscent of the popular Mario Party franchise. However, it sets itself apart with some peculiar rules, and it all adds a unique twist to the gameplay. In Shrek Super Party, players can choose from their favorite Shrek characters, each with oversized heads. The objective is to collect drops to fill up a well, leading to the granting of a wish. Players navigate through multiple paths, engaging in mini-games to acquire these drops. But that's not all. Players also collect bugs along the way, color-coded for bonus points. Bugs can be stolen from other players, and it adds a strategy element. Also, the movement numbers are determined by dropping a ball on a grid, and it adds another layer of complexity to this game. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, and it oftentimes feels really confusing as to what's going to happen next. The game board's layout is unconventional, and the movement lacks any type of calculated space, unlike the straightforward movement in Mario Party. A movement from 1 to 10 just seems to be in steps down the path and you never really see how far you're actually getting. While the focus in Mario Party is often on minigames, Shrek Super Party offers a mixed bag of minigames. Some I like the quick time event ones, where you might have to synchronize button presses to move a canoe. Those are entertaining in short bursts. However, there are lackluster ones, such as a bug shooting shoot 'em up that relies on you just mashing A and you win. This is not the only minigame that can be won just simply by button mashing, which is weak. While there is a variety of minigames, the overall experience is just odd and lackluster. Some minigames are good, some fall short in terms of enjoyment, like some with really problematic hit registration. The music is passable and the graphics are fine. Shrek Super Party may not be a top recommendation unless you need a party game and you have no other options around. It's so convoluted and has too many minigames that are weak to say it's a good game. In my ranking, I am going to place it above the original Shrek game, but the journey is still a tough one. But Shrek does redeem himself with Shrek 2, released on April 28, 2004 for all major 6th gen consoles. It was published by Activision and developed by Luxoflux. I had the chance to play this one when it was new, and I have fond memories of enjoying it. Shrek 2 adopts the typical action-adventure style often seen in movie-based games. In each level, players can choose from 4 different Shrek characters as they navigate scenes from the movie and additional ones for added content. You'll be punching, collecting, and jumping through simple challenges. It's clearly designed for a younger audience. Despite being a kids game though, it's well crafted and visually appealing. While it may not be groundbreaking, the environments match the movies and have a fun DreamWorks style. What sets Shrek 2 apart is the uniqueness of each character. They all have specialty moves essential for progressing through each level. It's reminiscent of the blueprint that we would later find in LEGO games like LEGO Star Wars. For instance, Donkey can kick open specific gates, Fiona can slow down time and dodge arrows, and Gingy can throw candy canes to hit far-off targets. It's a simple yet effective way to ensure each character feels distinct, and maintains variety throughout the game. Certain levels stand out, such as a Lemmings-style scenario where you help the 3 blind mice by destroying obstacles in their path so they can reach cheese. This consistent variety in gameplay keeps things interesting. While that might not be the most outstanding gaming experience, especially for an adult audience, it sits comfortably in a higher tier amongst children's movie-based games, and it's genuinely enjoyable. If you're a fan of Shrek 2 and its plot, this game offers an engaging way to play through it. It might not have numerous standout features, but it delivers an enjoyable experience. In the rankings, Shrek 2 secures a higher position than the other 2 games because of its consistent entertainment value. Before we move on, if you are enjoying this video so far, be sure to leave a like as it helps out the channel in the algorithm. Also subscribe and leave a comment with any Shrek memories below. But let's go ahead and move on. The final installment of Shrek games on the original Xbox is Shrek SuperSlam. It hit the shelves on October 25th, 2005. It was developed by Shaba Games and published by Activision. SuperSlam turned out to be the most surprising gem among this bunch of Shrek games. Shrek SuperSlam takes a unique approach, presenting itself as a 3D brawler fighting game. Players control a diverse roster of Shrek characters, both familiar faces and new additions, and you all engage in battles within 3D arenas. The primary objective is to land enough hits to execute your signature slam move, knocking out opponents and gaining slam points. The player with the most slam points emerges victorious. If you've enjoyed games like Power Stone on the Dreamcast, SuperSlam offers a familiar and a comfortable gaming experience. The game manages to take its straightforward concept and execute it with impressive polish. The story mode is based upon bedtime stories being read to the dronkies. It serves as a nice introduction to the game's fundamentals. Each character gets their moment to shine, and it features simple yet distinctive movesets for everyone. It's evident that the effort was invested in ensuring each character feels unique, avoiding the pitfall of palette swaps that other fighting games have. However, the real charm here lies in the challenge mode. It offers a ton of specific tournaments and silly objectives that defy the game's normal rules. It adds a layer of unpredictability and keeps the gameplay constantly fresh. You go from battling gnomes with a limited moveset to preventing Fiona from entering a fire and throwing her around. The challenges are simple yet addicting. When I was playing this for this video, I couldn't stop playing. The variety in challenges keeps the gameplay from becoming repetitive, and I found myself pleasantly surprised by just how engaging and time-consuming these challenges proved to be. Visually, the game impresses with vibrant areas, and all the characters are well rendered on the console. Shrek SuperSlam, with its lighthearted and enjoyable fighting mechanics, is a fantastic solo experience, and I would say that it becomes an even more entertaining experience in a multiplayer setting. This Shrek party game stands out as a hidden gem in the Xbox library, and it offers a delightful and unexpectedly enjoyable experience. On my rankings, Shrek SuperSlam claims the top spot. With its distinctive and loads of fun 3D brawler fighting game format, it stands out as a fantastic party game experience. Shrek 2 takes the second position. It presents a solid movie tie-in game. While it might not be groundbreaking or addictive, it delivers an enjoyable adventure. Shrek Super Party lands at number 3 due to its somewhat messy party game mechanics. It has way more misses than it does hits. And in last is the first Shrek game, which unfortunately failed to impress me. Its platforming and movement mechanics felt rough, and the gameplay quickly became repetitive. When looking at the trajectory of Shrek games on the Xbox, it's evident that things started off on a shaky note, but over time things just got better and better. With both Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 being excellent movies, it may be disappointing that the game adaptations had a rough start. However, by the time the sequel was released, players were treated to genuinely fun and enjoyable gaming experiences. If you're eager to explore Shrek games on the Xbox, my recommendation would be to give Shrek 2 and SuperSlam a try. But that wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up with the retro Xbox content. Leave a comment below if you have any Shrek memories, and a very big thank you to my YouTube channel members. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.